friends, it's Suzanne with Scrapping the Details, and today I wanted to share a project that I completed. It is my first spring project of the year, and I don't know how the weather is where you are, but here it's been cold and rainy, and one afternoon I decided I wanted to create a spring banner. So banners are one of my favorite things to create. I love making them because you can make them your own and just add so many details just to make them special for the season or holiday. So I picked out my palette of the color palette that I wanted to play with, picked out pattern papers, I picked out cardstock, and of course some embellishments along the way. So let me go ahead and share with you my spring banner. I hope you'll enjoy. Here's the first panel that I want to share with you, and as you can see, predominantly I use soft pinks and yellows throughout my banner with touches of vellum just to add some softness to my design. And then of course I did sneak in some gold glitter embellishments throughout the banner as well. I cannot wait to hang this up, and I did not string it together quite yet because I thought it'd be easier for me to share it here with you. But as soon as I'm able to, I'm going to hang this up because it's been cold and rainy, and as much as I love the cold weather, I am ready for some sun. So that prompted me to sit down, create a banner. I was just so inspired to create this, and I hope that you enjoy it as well. I am just ready to welcome a new season. So here's the first panel here. 3 of the panels will have this big bloom that sits right on top of the panels. It is by Sizzix. This flower die is by Brenda Walton. It's my first time to play with it, so I kind of added my own center to it. I added 3 layers here, and for those of you that did order a kit, towards the end of the video there's a quick tutorial on how to assemble this flower. Really easy to do, so if you have any questions, definitely stay towards the end and watch that. But of course, if you have any questions, please email me and I'll be happy to walk you through creating this bloom. And then this flower sits on top of the intricate die by Tim Holtz. It is the, I think, doily number 2. Love the way it just kind of peeks through behind the big flower. And then here is a layer of vellum, and then a layer of cardstock that I embossed. And then all of the letters are embossed as well. And then I just kind of tied in this banner using a couple of embellishments here. One that I stamped and embossed in gold embossing powder, and then a gold glitter egg, and this really cute butterfly die that I had in my stash. I thought that was adorable, and he sat perfectly right on top of that egg. And then another strip of cardstock that I embossed as well, and then another piece of the gold glitter circle there that I just simply cut in half. So all the kits will have instructions on how to assemble this. So if you have any questions, again, please don't hesitate to email me. So that is the first panel. And here is the letter P, really simple in design. Again, the same layers, all of the panels will have the same layers here that you'll adhere together. I added a crepe little ruffle trim that I stitched down the center of it and added it towards the bottom of the panel. And then I stitched 3 glittered eggs, and I also stitched them right across and just added them on top. I love just letting these strings hang loose, but of course you may cut them. And of course I could not pass up using my favorite die of all time, and that's that Tim Holtz rosette die. I had to sneak it in, so I did here, a very small one, and it just adds a cute embellishment to the letter P, and I finished it off with the cute bow and an enamel dot. Really simple and really clean. I really like that panel. And then the next one, make sure I get these in the right order, is the letter R. Again, you'll see that big bloom. Again, the same layers. The letter, again, embossed. And here, the star of this panel will be the butterflies that are on this panel. Here I did a peekaboo little butterfly that sits on top of this cute tag that I used a little clothespin that's holding a little tag that I stamped the word spring on. More enamel dots. And then here, to embellish these butterflies that I adhere together, I used a clear butterfly pin that I had in my stash. I thought that was really cute, and it just tied this all together. So that is the letter R. And the next panel is perhaps my favorite. It is very simple, but I love it, so I think it'll be my favorite one. And it is the letter I. I created a shaker, and I think it's because of this chunky glittered bunny, which is why I love this so much. I painted it, and I added my favorite glitter on top, and I just love it. I like the way this turned out. Really simple, but it's really fun as well. And then of course more stamping that I did here that I also embossed the cardstock. Love this little guy. He was just my favorite, and I'm so glad I found him in my stash, because I don't really have a lot of Easter dies. I don't know if you do as well, but I didn't, so I was happy to find him. And here is the letter N, again the big bloom. And I used the pattern of this paper for the embellishment of this panel, and that's why you'll see some clouds that I cut out of glitter cardstock and just added them on top of the letter and just finished off with more gold circle glitter circles. Really simple, but I think it looks nicely and it kind of blends in with the rest of the panels. And then finally, the letter G panel here, more vellum just to add some softness to the banner. Again, the same layers that you'll see throughout. The butterfly here, a rose that I used for the center of the butterfly. And then I thought this was really cute because I wanted to kind of tie in this pom-pom that I used on the glittered bunny. I thought it would be cute if I added them to a gold paper clip and then added a little bow underneath and then finished it off with an enamel dot and then more crepe paper just to add a party feel to the banner. So I hope that you've enjoyed looking at my banner, and I hope that this will inspire you to create one of your own. And for those of you that did order a kit, they will be shipping out on Monday. Thank you so much, and please, again, don't hesitate to email me if you have questions. And I hope that you find some time to be creative. Thank you so much for watching. For those that purchase a kit, I wanted to give you a quick tutorial on how to assemble this flower. And this flower is by Brenda Walton. What I did was I just grabbed my score pal and I just scored right down the middle of all the petals. And you know, it doesn't really matter where you select on the score pal. You just want to get a nice score down the middle. And if you do not have a score pal, you can simply use a bone folder and a metal ruler, and that will work just the same. So I'm going to go ahead and do the last one. This just kind of helps us shape it just a little bit better, gives us a little bit of a guide for the petals. Whoops, there we go. And this is my first time playing with this flower, and I really loved it. So I kind of just added my own twist. So you want to just do that to all 3 layers. And there's 3 of these flowers that go on the banner, so you'll have actually 9. So what I simply like to do is I just kind of bend towards the middle, all the way around, just to kind of give them some shape. And you want to do that again with all 3. Because we're simply going to layer them all on top of one another just to create a beautiful bloom that sits on our banner. And then with a small wooden dowel or even a skewer, we're just going to start playing with the petals. And so what I like to do, again, there's no rhyme or reason, I just kind of like to bend back the petals all the way around. And I actually like this tool a little bit better. And I'm just kind of curling it. And then some you can kind of curl towards you. And the back. Just to kind of give them some shape. And just be careful not to tear the flower, because I know I've done that a couple of times because I'm just a little too impatient. And then I just like to kind of, again, just pinch those blooms forward a little bit just to kind of give them shape. And you can just keep doing this until you get the flower exactly how you like it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with the rest of the layers here. Now in this kit, to assemble this flower, we've already curled our petals on our blooms. You're going to receive a white doily, a gold glitter flower that we're just going to use as a layer, and of course a yellow rose that's going to sit in the center of all the flowers. Now it will not come assembled for you. You will have this die cut already for you. And this here is where you're going to lay your rose down. And I use just a hot glue to adhere my rose together. And with this, you really need either tweezers or a really tiny, skewer. And you're simply twisting your rose all the way around. You're going to get it really tight or loose, just depending on how, loose or tight your flower is. So I won't go ahead and do this all the way around, but you're simply going all the way around until it loops and forms a rose. And you're going to put some hot glue to where it sits down. And what I like to do is I let it pop open a little bit, and then I kind of maneuver the petals. So I just kind of bend some back just until I like what I see in front of me. And again, there's no rhyme or reason to this. You just play with this until you get the look that you love. So I'm going to go ahead and start assembling the roses, or these flowers. And I just use pop dots. So what I do is I grab about 2 or 3 per each layer. I'll go ahead and grab another one. I am just going through my pop dots like crazy tonight, but I had fun creating this project. So I'm just going to go ahead and just add another one. And then you're just going to adhere the yellow layer right on top. And you can probably add another pop dot too, just so it stays. And again, with the pop dots, we're just going to go ahead and adhere this around the flower. And we'll lay this last layer, and you're just kind of crisscrossing them, just like that, until you have a flower that looks like this. And then next, we're going to go ahead and adhere this to the center. Is just acting as a layer. And I'm just going to add some hot glue to the back of that and adhere this right in the center, just like that. And then this is going to be my center. So you kind of see a little bit of that gold peeking through. So again, with my glue gun, I'm just going to put a bunch of glue on the bottom of that and adhere it right to the center. And there you have your flower. And then the last layer is simply going to lay it on top of this intricate doily that you will receive in the kit. It will already be cut for you. So again, I just like to apply a bunch of glue to the back. I really do need a new glue gun. That's on my list. I've had it for a while. I really love the precision of it, but it's time to get a new one. And you're just going to end up with a flower just like this. And this will sit on top of our banner. So you'll have the components to make 3 flowers just like this, and they'll sit on 3 of the panels, and you'll obviously have the instructions to complete that. Okay, there you have it. I hope you enjoy this flower.